Hey people, what's going on? Yeah, I'm listening to that music again. So, folks, the interaction is cool, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So, I want to talk about this music and myself for a while, if you don't mind. So, a lot of good feedback on the record, this new record with Blake and Cubby. Almost done. I keep saying that, but yesterday Blake completed his tracks. All of the trumpet work is done. And it's fantastic. It is. I am really quite enamored of this project and this music. It's, I keep coming back to it because it's very strong. Cubby is scheduled to come today and finish his parts. I appreciate the feedback. As I explained yesterday, the material being short is on purpose. But I will say to Mr. Gentili that matter has been lengthened. I have experienced that one as being one that is very juicy, that I go and play over and over and over again. So it's been lengthened to accommodate another solo and a couple more choruses. But it's still less than 4 minutes. But it packs a punch in that short amount of time. So I'm glad that people are paying more attention to what I'm doing. There's a comment this morning on Facebook where a friend says they consider this some of my best work, and I just take issue with that. I appreciate it, but here's what I have to say about it. No, you don't know what my best work is because you've hardly heard anything I've done, even with what I put online. And I was talking to James, the sax player flautist, who is part of this group that I'm a good friend and part of these group of musicians I work with. And I was talking with him last weekend as we were doing our session about the difference about now as opposed to then. And the difference is really this, is that having real musicians and real instruments on the songs gives it a fuller dimension that allows more people to connect with what I'm doing, because the music and the ideas and the beauty, it's there already. And some of these tracks that we're releasing on this new album, I wrote and recorded some of these tracks as far back as 2016, 2015, even earlier. So having these wonderful musicians join me in realizing and taking my music to the next level, I am real happy about. But it is my, you can say it's my ego, but it's also me wanting to set the record straight that in fact I've been making this beautiful music for a long ass time. And so I'm glad that as time is going on, more people are getting it into focus that this is some good shit. It's a real gray, cloudy day today, which for me is I like sunny days to record too. But I love days like this where it's really dark to spend in the studio. So I'm hoping that nothing comes up that Cubby can't make it today. We're supposed to get together at noon and wrap his parts, because he's pretty much done. Okay. So when it comes to music, I showed this the other day, but yesterday after we got done recording with Blake, again, he's only 29. Cubby's only 25. We were talking to him, saying, damn, you kids, they don't know nothing about this stuff. It's way before their time. Blake is becoming more interested. Well, actually, turns out he's been interested in sound all his life. He hasn't had anyone to show him or point him in the direction of that whole world of music and creativity. It's blue. I love the look on his face. He kept getting bug-eyed at the different things. I pointed out to him how this is one of the first albums to sample before there was sampling, you know. And he said, how did they get away with that? Beatles and the Stones within the first 2 minutes of the album, you know, and the Stones have sued the shit out of everybody, but never Faust. How interesting. That was real fun to listen to with Blake. It was like hearing it for the first time again. And it is an amazing piece of work. It really is. The first two Faust albums, well, actually, Faust, one of my favorites. Hadn't played any Man for a long time. They kept coming up in my thoughts because of the recent interviews with Gary Green of Gentle Giant, and being reminded that Pugwash, the drummer, was in Man for a time. So I pulled this one because this is one that I didn't remember and thought my memory was that this is one of their less interesting albums. Turns out I was wrong. It's straight Man. The band, Welsh. I got it right? They're Welsh. This is rock and roll with pop in there, pub rock. You know what I'm saying? Deke Leonard, real important on this one. Produced by Roy Thomas Baker. I really enjoyed it. Ended up playing the whole album. You know, I thought I was just gonna like Miss Pop It On and be reminded. And that's again what I like about perspective, the passage of time, things over time, things when I was younger that I didn't pay attention to or didn't really fully appreciate. I appreciate now. I really do. Is there anything else down here I haven't shown? I think I've shown everything down here, yeah. Someone asked me if I had, let me see if I can just find it right quick. They asked about, I love it when people ask about stuff, you know. And you can definitely, you know, get me because I don't have everything. I haven't heard everything. When people ask me, have you heard of it, and I say yes, that's an honest yes. It is, you know. Someone asked me about the album Touch, and there it is right there. Don't have the poster, but this is an original copy, the one it folds out. Some Italian guy was the head of this. I forget the story, but this is proggy and really good and kind of over the top a little bit. A bit like Vanilla Fudge to me. And I've always loved that cover. Good cover. Touch. Here's one for you. What else can I say? Not too much. Hello, family. Hello, family. So, my nephew Kareem's daughter is going to be performing at her school, and he's trying to get everybody to come out there for the performance. You know, I can't make any promises. You know, I'm just really not into traveling. You know, it's not even the money. It's just I don't want to fly. I've enjoyed flying, and in the last few times I flew, I did not enjoy it at all. So that's one of the issues. I don't want to get on a damn plane. I really don't ever again want to fly. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That's just the truth of it. I really don't want to fly. Anything else in the music news worth commenting on? No. The trends that I see in social media are just kind of like mind-numbingly, to me, pointless. The long threads that I'll see that I won't read that get started about absolutely nothing. There's something on about some kind of... see, I can't even it's not even worth it. And here you just on and on and on and on and whoa, whatever. That's all I can think of today, folks. Check in with me. Let me know how things are going.